Crap! Go to the inside!
That was the craziest driving I've ever seen! What the hell is wrong with you? Oh, no. Kid, you all right? Just hang in there. I'll get you some help.
I'm sorry. It was all my fault. I'm so...
Just keep it together, okay? I'm calling an ambulance right now.
Whoa! What do you mean Ikitani wrecked his car? When did that happen?
Last night, he slammed into a guardrail doing a downhill run.
That sucks. Was he hurt?
Yeah, but he'll pull through. Cuts and bruises, minor case of whiplash, you know, the usual. But mainly, he's just really pissed off about the whole thing. I hadn't seen it, but I heard his car got pretty jacked up.
But what about the battle on Saturday? He's supposed to anchor the race.
Well, I guess that's in the toilet. We gotta find a sub-in for him now. I just don't know who.
Welcome, sir. Oh, Ikitani. Hey, are you sure you should be up and walking around?
Yeah, Doc said it's okay. So how's my car doing?
Still in the back garage. We haven't done anything to her yet. Our hands are tied until all the parts are shipped.
Excuse me. Can I get some fried tofu, please?
Sure, be right there. What happened to you?
Just a little accident.
I thought you were supposed to battle here pretty soon. What do you plan on doing?
That's why I'm here. I wanted to ask you for a favor.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The battle's on Saturday. I'd like for you to drive in my place. I'm begging you, I need your help. My freaking neck, man!
Don't die here.
Mr. Fujiwara, you remember what it feels like to be a street racer. You know I can't let those outsiders beat us here.
Of course I understand. But if some old geezer like me showed up with all those kids, they'd think I was senile.
I spent my life racing those curves on Akina. Right now, the Red Suns are making all of our drivers look like unlicensed school kids. It's pissing me off. I can't let this go on. I want to show them that Akina's got more than that we've got drivers up here with skills like they've never seen. You can do that. You've already defeated their fastest, the younger Takahashi brother. This would be nothing for you. I don't have anyone else to turn to.
Can't you see the lights are off? We're already closed.
Ah, shut up, grease monkey. Fill her up with high octane.
You're crazy if you think I'll dump good high octane into this old 8.6.
Had to be you. Who else would have told that kid all those stories about me?
Yeah, it was me. But it's not like I was lying about it. I just couldn't see the harm in telling him.
He came into my store today with a bandage around his head and a neck brace on, asking me to drive in his place at a battle Saturday night. Gotta say, I was actually a little flattered.
If you were flattered, then go for it. Not like you've got other plans. I know the kid. He's good people.
No thanks. Sticking your nose into these kiddie fights is a good way to get it knocked off. Anyway, that's not my style.
So, then it wouldn't be a problem if another kid showed up for the kiddie fight?
Huh? What? You mean Takumi?
That's right. The kid's developing some real skill.
Yeah, but he's still got a ways to go. If it's Akina's downhill he's racing on, then it's for damn sure he wouldn't lose to anyone. Well, anyone except me.
Always the competitive spirit.
Takumi's the same way, but he won't get out there and race unless he wants to do it for himself, and he sure as hell won't go if I say I want him to. But seeing Ikitani all beat up made me feel bad for some reason. Might be worth trying.
The estimated cost of the damages to Miura's counts as a verbal contract, I hope you realize. If there's anything I hate more than smokers, and I hate smokers, it's people who can't keep their word.
Hey, Dad, I was thinking I'd take the car out this Sunday if it's cool by you.
Nope, not this Sunday, you can't.
Why not? I'll take care of the morning delivery and everything, just like I always do.
Oh, I know you will. That's not the issue. I gotta use the car to go to a town meeting I have on Sunday.
You're kidding me. Your timing sucks. You have no idea how much I needed the car this weekend.
Must be about a girl, huh?
That's none of your business. Come on, quit being such a pain and let me take it out. It's just a crappy old car anyway, and I'll take it if I want to.
That car isn't going anywhere without a key, and that key is gonna be on a string around my neck.
What's your deal?
Fine. You want it that bad, I'll think about it.
Thanks, Dad.
On just one condition.
What's that?
Go to Akina this Saturday, find some punk in an FD people say is the fastest on Akagi, and beat the fire out of him.
Hold on, you want me to... what?
Do that, and I'll let you take the car out, no questions asked. I'll even put a full tank of gas in it for you.
A full tank of gas? Wow, a full tank. That's too good an offer to walk away from. After all, I am dead broke.
So, what's the verdict?
I'm gonna need a few minutes to think about it.
You take all the time you need to, buddy.
I'm coming in.
Keisuke, perfect timing. I had a question I wanted to ask you.
Yeah, sure. What's on your mind?
The 8.6 that you ran into when you were driving on Akina, do you think you could describe the speed of the car, theoretically speaking?
Seriously? Come on, give me a break, bro. I'm not like you. I can't rattle that kind of crap off the top of my head.
Like I've always said, the most important instrument when it comes to driving technique is right here.
All I know is that whenever you're battling someone, you can learn pretty much whatever you need by driving behind them. You can get a good gauge on their habits, their weaknesses, even how their suspension is set up. How you get all that stuff out of your computer simulations, I'll never know.
In my opinion, the fact you can get out there and drive the way you do without thinking about it and still keep up with me makes you the scary one. If you could just apply theories to your skills, you'd be the perfect driver.
I only lost because I was careless and I didn't know the road, that's all it was. I've never been embarrassed like that before. I'm telling you, that 8.6 has some kind of monster under the hood.
A monster, you say? This gets more interesting by the second. Maybe I actually should show up and see how the battle goes.
Takumi! It's Saturday, the big day is here!
Okay, what's today?
What do you mean, what's today? It's the day of the battle between the Akagi Red Suns and the Akina Speed Stars! You said you were gonna borrow the 8.6 so we could watch them throw down, remember?
Well, I wanted to talk to you about that. It's just, well, it's gotten a little bit more complicated.
What do you mean? You had better not be telling me that you're gonna bail on me because you don't have time.
Time doesn't have anything to do with it. Like I said, it's complicated.
You back out on me and I'm stuck here tonight, you can kiss our friendship goodbye. I've counted the days, hours, and minutes until this race. I can't wait. I'm chomping at the bit here.
Really? I couldn't tell.
Shop owner. Box of fried tofu.
Well, what do you know? It's the return of the mummy. You sure are a persistent one, aren't you?
I still haven't given up on trying to convince you to race for me tonight.
I thought it over, and I might race for you. You heard me say might, and that's all you heard me say. I might race for you.
You're not gonna regret this! Ow! 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 My neck! Again!
Remember what I said about dying in my shop?
Wait, so you're really gonna show up tonight?
I'm not making you a pinky swear, but you can count on about a 50-50 chance of me showing up. What time does the party kick off?
Everybody shows up about 8, but the time attack starts at 10 on the nose.
10 o'clock sharp. If you haven't seen the 8.6 show by 10, you can stop waiting. Any later than that, and it'll be up to you to clinch the win for Akina.
Until then, I'll be waiting on you, sir. I got all the faith in the world that you'll show up.
It's not for sure, kid. I said 50-50.
That's wrong. I can tell you've already decided you'll be there, and our team will be there to cheer you on the whole way. So, Mr. Fujiwara, guess we'll be seeing you at the top of Akane at 10 o'clock sharp.
I can't find it in me to be mean to such an eager kid. I wonder if I should go up there if Takumi won't. Huh? Nah, I'll stay here. I'm just excited for him.
Initial D! Initial D.
You have a good day today, sweetheart?
Huh?
You seem different, brighter.
Really, I do? I thought I was always this cheerful around you.
There's something more. I can tell.
Actually, I'm supposed to take a road trip to the beach with a friend of mine tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it.
Friend, eh? Is it a boy?
What? No, it's just a girlfriend of mine. I've known her for years.
Ah, well, in that case, why don't we go to the mall? We can get you a new bathing suit to show you off.
Oh no, that's all right. I already have one bathing suit. I can't imagine why I would need two of them.
But I'd like to see you try a few of them on, at least.
You're funny, you know. You've seen me in a bathing suit before. You've got a one-track mind, don't you?
What do you think, Itsuki? Is it gonna be sunny tomorrow?
What do I look like, the weatherman? Don't ask me stupid crap like that. The weather's great this time of year. Why, you planning on going somewhere?
Yeah, heading out to the beach.
Hmm? The beach?
What? I want to go to the beach! Why didn't you ask me to go with you? Ah! Wait. You're going with the chick, aren't you? You jerk!
Yeah, kinda.
Who is it? Do I know her? Is she cute? Does she have big knockers or maybe a hot available sister?
No sister, but she's cute.
No, not Natsuki. I can't believe you didn't tell me.
Sorry, but it's not exactly the kind of situation where I could have invited a friend, if you know what I mean. Maybe next time, okay? You don't have to cry about it.
So what do you think's gonna happen tonight? I heard the Red Suns have never lost a battle, at home or on the road. Doesn't sound too good for these speed stock characters.
Not like there's any big mystery about what's gonna happen. Akina's going down. It's pretty much common knowledge that the fastest team in Gunma isn't the damn Red Suns, it's the Miyogi Night Kids.
It's about that time, Takashi.
Then let's go. This car was designed for pure speed. A real thoroughbred. The R32. Akagi's rotaries don't stand a chance.
Would you look at that? The mountains lit up like New Year's tonight. Rumors about this battle between Iketani's team and this team that's calling themselves the fastest on Mount Akagi seem to have spread from coast to coast. Wonder who's taking home the gold. I mean, Takumi's 8-6 is actually Bunta's 8-6, and Bunta's 8-6 can't lose. It feels good to be excited about a race again.
Wow, there's so many people up here! I've never seen this size of gallery here in my life. What's up with that?
The Red Suns brought him out here to show off, intimidate us, force us into a mistake. We lose tonight, we'll look like the biggest bunch of boneheads.
So, Iketani, that 8-6 you were telling us about. Do you really think it's gonna show up?
Yes.
All I know is if I was that 8-6, I'd stay as far away from this place as I could. I heard Keisuke's FD3S is only lightly tuned for mountain driving. Not like it matters from what I've heard, because everyone says it's kicking out like over 350 HP. There's too much of a power difference.
Even on the downhill, the 8-6 could never compete with that kind of power. How hard you smack your head when you wrecked anyway, man?
An 8-6 is just an 8-6, yeah, but this one's not normal. Keisuke said it himself. On the outside, the thing's a normal Panda Trueno, but on the inside, it's a beast like you've never seen. Trust me, guys. He'll show.
And if he doesn't, what are we gonna do then?
There are more people up here watching than I've ever seen watch anything, and I can't have them saying we backed out. But if he doesn't show...
That's what I asked.
I want you to represent us and drive like your life depended on it, got me?
You gotta be out of your freaking mind, dude.
Hey, I think I hear him coming now. Yeah, those rotaries are kicking hard, aren't they? The Red Suns are here! This night's about to get pretty wild, man!
Took him long enough.
I never realized how popular the Takahashi brothers are.
Yeah, I heard their dad owns a big hospital in Takasaki, so you know they got cash to burn.
We don't stand a chance against rich guys. Other than time spent behind the wheel, driving skill is based on nothing more than how much dough you can drop on gasoline and tires.
What's taking Takumi so long? The battle is probably starting as we speak. He knows where to pick me up and what time I'd be here. What an ass! I hate that guy. I'm gonna kick him square in the nuts when I see him. I can't wait anymore. I gotta go. I'll just take my stupid scooter if I have to.
Let's begin the time attack at 10 o'clock, according to the schedule. It'll be late enough so there should be fewer conventional cars on the road. We'll use radios at the start and at the finish line so we can coordinate and time the runs. Also, in order to allow the drivers to cut loose and go as fast as they want, we'll put officials at all the blind corners. In the event of any oncoming traffic, we'll use lights to signal the drivers. Sound like a plan?
Works for me.
I'm getting the feeling they've done this before.
No joke, they probably run this time attack gambit all over the region.
Now we've gotten all the protocol out of the way, let's take advantage of the time and enjoy some free runs until 10 o'clock hits. The galleries are packed.
Where's the 8-6? I figured it'd be here.
I wouldn't be surprised if they were trying to keep their secret weapon under wraps until the big reveal at the start.
What's up? Thinking about heading up there?
Nah, I'm thinking I don't really want to go.
Why not? Think you'll lose? Because if so, just loosen up. Drive like you usually do. You'll do fine.
Hey guys, it's here! Keisuke's FD3S!
Sweet! You see how fast he went into that corner? Ryosuke's right behind him! Look out, move it!
Well, that's Ryosuke for you. A real show-off with the skills to back it up.
I can't believe they can get their cars that close to each other without touching. That's their signature, the parallel drift.
Approaching the other car at full tilt is the toughest part, because if you don't have the driving skills to change your speed and your line during the drift, there's no way you're going to be able to pull it off. But what those guys are doing now is just for show. When you're competing for best time, it's a whole different story.
Come on out, Ghost of Akina. I've got a race tonight and you're the other half. Show yourself, 8-6.
want me to take the paper cup with me tonight?
You don't need it. There's not any tofu in back, and you're off the clock till morning. This isn't a regular delivery, so drive this old bird as hard as you can.
And don't forget, it's a full tank of gas when I win.
We'll talk when you earn it.
Fine, I'll see you when I get back.
Yep.